So let's talk transgender women in female athletics. There's an idea that a trans woman has a competitive advantage because they were born biologically male. This could be true. So to me, does the question of protecting fairness outweigh the need to affirm human beings? Yes, if a trans woman has a biological advantage, it might keep another woman from getting a scholarship or making the Olympic team. That could be true. And we may be talking about a dozen incidents over a decade, which, by the way, it's not even close to that amount yet. And if that's my daughter, it would hurt. But we've taught our children that affirming human beings, that loving people, that loving our neighbor as ourselves, and our neighbor includes that person that we don't think is quite as good as we are, perhaps, is the most important thing in the Bible. It's the one thing Jesus said we have to do, and that is love people that aren't loved by culture. So a disappointment on the athletic field is far outweighed by the affirmation of human beings. And let's face it, when it comes to swimming, there's always advantages. The young women that come from families of money have a huge competitive advantage over those that don't. Those that grew up in the country club have a huge advantage over others. Those that could afford the best swim coaches have a huge advantage. So don't kid me that those other women athletes don't have some advantages that got them where they are. But even if none of those factors of privilege is true, I still think the return on investment of affirming human beings outweighs the need for fairness in a few instances of competitive advantage in the field of play. By the way, Christians, I'm glad you're finally paying attention to participation of women in sports. Thank you that you've finally come around after decades of being against it. Some have asked me, what if that was your daughter that didn't get the college scholarship or get on the Olympic team? And my answer is, what if that was your daughter who was the trans woman who was just wondering if people considered her human like everyone else? How would you feel then? Can we think about that?